what I want to do at this point, we can possibly just bring this video so it's a little bit down and maybe add a title that says submit form. So to do so, we'll go over here and we can click on this add-on column options and make sure that the settings are good for that. And we're just going to click here where it says to add on. Now there are two ways you can do this. You can either do this by going back to the form builder here, and let's try that option, see how it looks. So from here, we're just going to go to the top. We'll just change this to form information or whatever you want to call it. And then we'll go back to the settings and we'll just check where it says display form title, set that to yes, and we'll click on apply and save. So let's take a look at the front end. So now we have this form information here, and you can leave it as that or add a little bit more, but that would work for now. So what we want to do at this point is we want to drop this video so it's somewhat in the middle of this form. Right now it's at the very top and you have all the space at the bottom. So let's do that. To do so, we're going to go over to, there are two ways to do this. The first option is to click on the video and then go to style, and you can add a margin, a padding at the very top where it says padding. We can add this from 0. Now once you get here, something that's important too, it says the padding, you see this lock right here. When you click the lock, whatever number you put in here is going to be universal. So right now we don't need that, so I'm just going to unlock it. So you have the top, right, bottom, and the left. So we want space to be, it's kind of push it down a little bit, so one more space at the top. So let's try this option here. We're going to put it at 30 pixels and see if that makes any changes, change to it. Click on save. So as you notice now with 30 pixels, there's a little bit of space at the top. And this is just for styling purposes. So let's go back here. If 30 wasn't enough space, we can definitely change that to maybe something a little bit more. Go back to style. So we can go from 30. Let's just try. Let's come back here. So let's just try to double that. Let's just say, let's make it 100 and see how much space that we have there, and we can pretty much assess. So now it's 100, but the video's a little bit too small. So we're going to go back here and the style, and we are just going to just leave it at the 30 for now. And then save. So as you can see, there are a lot of ways that you can be able to do, tweak things around, move things around. But for right now, this is okay for what we need to do. And let's change the fonts, the colors for this here from that black. We want to change that to white. And then possibly add a little bit more space so it's not too close to that background. So to do so, you go to row options, you go to style, and you want to change the text color. You want to change that to white. And let's change the padding at the top. Let's put 100 here and see how that looks. So once you're done, click on save and reload it. So now the font is white, and you can make this too. You can make the font a little bit bigger if you want to. Let's go back here, and the title, make that a 1, and let's go back to the subtitle section here, and we can probably make this, let's try 24. Matter of fact, let's try 30, and then save. And let's refresh it on the home page, see what it's got. So now it's a little bit bigger. So you can pretty much play with that and see which size that you like for that. But I'm just going to take this back from 30. Just going to lift that. Probably just leave it at 18. And once again, there's the front end components to this. But for this video, I'm not working the front end yet. I'm going to probably do another video that covers that part of it. So now your landing page is pretty much complete. There's one thing that we'll need to do. We'll have to connect this home button so that when people click on submit, it's going to redirect them to another page that we're going to create right now. And also while we're doing that, we're going to hide there. You can pretty much hide this top section here, because when you're creating like a splash page or squiz page or a landing page or something like that, and you don't want any additional information but just this information here, what we're going to do now is we can just take this top section of it off. So the first thing we need to do is let's go and connect this new page we just created to the home, because if you click on the home, you're not going to see anything because Joomla doesn't know that this new page is supposed to be connected to the home button. So let's do that. And let's close this out here. Let's go over to the menu, go to main menu, and we're going to click on the home and click where it says menu item type to select, and scroll down to SP page builder. And you want to click on select, choose the page that you just created, and then you can click on save and close. So now when we refresh this page, the stuff we just created is shown right there, but you notice it has this home here, so we don't need that. So we just have to let Joomla know we don't want to show the subtitles or the titles there. And to do so, you go to this page display where it says show heading. You want to set that to no, save and close. And when you refresh this, you shouldn't have anything more at the top. So now it's just bare, and the landing page is looking really, really good. So next thing we want to do is we want to take this very top section off and this whole thing off. But before we do that, let's just create another menu. Just click new, and we're going to call this one page 2. And for the alias, you can just type in 2 here, and then go to menu item type, go to SP page builder. We're going to change this later on, but for now we just need to have something there. The same process you did before, and you want to click on save and close. Now when you refresh this here, you're going to have 2 menus. So once you refresh the page, you have the home and you have the page 2. Both of them are the exact same pages, but the reason why we create this other page, because we need to connect this page so that when people click submit, it's going to redirect them to this new page. So let's do that now. I'm going to copy the URL for this one here. So that's 2. Now we are going to, let's see, we are going to remove this whole section here, but let's do one more thing before doing that. Let's go over to menus. We're going to create a brand new menu that's just going to be blank. So click on menus, manage, click on add menu, and we're just going to call this one blank. And the reason for that is we need to hide this menu up here, but in order to hide the menu, you need to let Joomla know that you have to replace that menu with something, and you can't just not have anything there. But I'll show you what that means in a sec. So let's go to save and close, and let's go to extensions, go to templates. Let's go over to Helix Ultimate, and we want to go over to where it says menu assignment. So you notice here it has the home, the toggle, this here, but we don't really, this right now is just blank, doesn't have anything. So we need to let Helix Ultimate know that at the very top section here, we want to replace this menu, that the main menu, with the blank menu. So we just get everything is just blank. So let's go back here, click on template options. So from here, I'm not going to go into details about this here. I have another video that I did a demo for this, so I'm not going to go into a lot of details about this. And I'm going to have another upcoming video that I'm going to go into a lot more details with the Helix Ultimate. So for now, you're going to go over to navigation, and you want to, where it says select, you want to click this, and you want to click on the blank. So we're telling Joomla that we just want this to be just a blank menu at the very top. So we're going to click on save, and then let's go back here to the main, just X that out. So once you make those changes, there's one more thing we need to do so we can be able to hide this menus up here. So you can, this is optional, so if you want to hide the menus or if you want to keep them, there's something that you can do. So let's go over here, and I'm going to go over to menu, go to the main menu. So we're going to click on both of these, and you want to click on batch. What we're going to do is we're going to move these 2 menus from the main menu to the blank menu, because right now Joomla is pulling up the main menu. So let's go over here, and we're going to add this to the blank menu, and then we just want to move. So click on process, and let's take a look on the front end. So we don't have anything there, so that's gone. So it's just a clean page now with this header, or you can leave that out there. I'm just showing you, another option here. So for now, I'm just going to lift that off, and let's go back on page builder. So what we're going to do now is we're going to create another page, and in this page we want to be able to link this form to that new page. So when someone clicks on submit now, it's going to automatically redirect them to that. So let's go back first to components, forms, and we just have to add